That was Bywater with Beartooth. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with more news, an interview with Bywater, and more music. So stay tuned.
Your ears pucker up for these radio.
The reception's been pretty good. The reception was pretty good on Thick Skin EP also, but I think we got more from like AP, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. You gave us a glowing review.
Yes. Thank you very much for that.
It was one of the best EPs from Long Island music scene recently.
Thank you. That's awesome to hear, so thanks.
So I asked you this in the interview we did a few months back too. How has it been like taking these songs and bringing them to the stage and playing them live and for the first few times now?
It's been pretty much the same because we both. He writes all the music and then I write the drums to it. Maybe we play around with a couple things and then we show it to two other guys. Right now we have Kevin and Bobby.
Bobby's still in No Good News. Kevin left No Good News, but they were in that band together.
Two guys from No Good News. They're really good at learning songs very quickly.
Like incredibly good at it. For example, we were in Philadelphia playing a show. Kevin goes away to school there, and we literally never played this song, all four of us together. And we got there, sat in his dorm room, went over the song, unplugged, got to the show and played the song, and it was perfect. So it was awesome.
So obviously that's good for translating from the EP to
idea.
Yeah, outside of that, how is it really taking a 2-piece recorded EP and making it a 4-piece?
That's really the only difference. You record sometimes 3 guitar tracks.
Most of the time we do 3 guitar tracks. So like, it's a little tricky sometimes. I have to kind of pick and choose, who's going to play what and what parts we're going to leave out. But most of the time it's pretty clear, what's supplemental to the tracks and what is essential to the song. And
so with the new Lion's Share, what is different besides band members, besides everything? What's different between this and Thick Skin?
That's you.
I think it's a lot more mature, honestly. I listened to the 2 EPs and I think personal growth is there, and I think that's kind of what makes it a little bit better. I feel like it's a little more authentic of a record and a little more sincere. And not that Thick Skin isn't. We played those songs, we wrote those songs when we were in one place, and a year later we're in a completely different place, and different headset, different mentality, how to go into things, how to write songs, what we listen to. It goes on, so I think just approaching those songs with a different head and getting a completely different result and listening to it is just like this, I'm very happy with it. And I dislike mostly everything, like 95% of everything I don't
This
like.
EP is also a very little bit more upbeat. I know you pride yourself on being very depressing.
It's not pride.
I think, even the lyrics, the music I can see being upbeat, but the lyrics I find very dark sometimes.
That's all him.
Just a not in a bad way. I love the lyrics; they're written well. But,
Thank you, appreciate it.
It's a darkish lyrics.
I like when bands are personal, almost to the point of impenetrability. Like Nirvana, half the time I don't know what Kurt Cobain is talking about, and I don't really think he knows or knew either. But to an extent, I like personality and sincerity and authenticity in lyrics, so I try to strive for those things.
The lyrics are incredible.
Thank you.
I probably am pronouncing this wrong, so please correct me. Foxdie.
Foxdie.
Okay. That when I first heard the EP, that was my favorite. It's still my favorite song off it. It's so dark. I just love it. And then you sent the lyrics, so I was really able to understand everything. I missed a few lines here and there, but such a strong song.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
No problem. Is there anything that you're trying to get across with Lion's Share?
I have to reflect on that. I'll let Bob answer.
I'm not trying to get anything across. I'm trying to make good drum parts, make the good beats.
I'm trying to get across how much I like music and how much I really like doing this, and how these songs are extensions of myself and extensions of Bob and extensions of the people that we play with, sharing it with people, and that's what I'm trying to get across, I guess.
So, how has sharing it with other Long Island musicians been?
Honestly, a lot of people really, really like it. We're friends, obviously, with a lot of Long Island musicians, and they all pretty much have had good things to say to us, at least to our faces. I don't know what they're saying behind our back.
it's really cool when like you put something out there and people like it, but it's another thing completely when your friends are like really into what you're doing. And
when they go out of their way to come up to you and say, hey, that was really good what you put out. Because if they don't come up to you, then they don't like it.
I would like to say I'm sorry, Anthony Piscini, formerly of Giants at Large, one of our biggest supporters of everything we do. So for him, I say thank you.
Oh, I thought you said sorry at first. I was like, but
I heard that.
Did I? I don't know.
think you apologized.
yeah.
Like you're Canadian or something.
But thank you so much for joining us today. We're gonna go back to the music for a bit, and we'll talk, and you guys can play later. So we're gonna go with Savages off your first EP, Thick Skin. So here's Bywater. Have you guys, well, being honest with yourselves, do you think you'll be able to like headline a show like anytime soon?
No.
Definitely not.
Have you ever headlined or as Bywater?
Not as Bywater, I
No.
don't think so.
Nope.
No.
Why not? Like, why don't you think you'll be able to?
I don't think we have that much of a draw. I mean,
Yeah, we definitely don't. We do this. Bywater is something that we like to do very much, and we're not as aggressive as a lot of other bands are about it, and that's a fault of ours to an extent. But at the same time, this is something we love to do, and we treat it as such, not so much as a business, but not as a hobby either, but just as a passion.
we've been trying to get out on the internet as much as possible because I guess it's easier.
Yeah.
But we're not very good at it.
internet, so
Yeah.
hopefully people will be
Yeah.
listening. But yeah. So have any Long Island bands helped you to help bring you to where you are right now?
Giants at Large, definitely.
At A Piscini. Follow him on Twitter at A Piscini. Ask him what his favorite ice cream flavor would be.
Also, no good news, because without them, we wouldn't have a band.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't have half of us.
So thank you.
Have you guys played shows as a two-piece?
Today.
How'd that go?
Oh wait, did we? Oh no, we played a show once before I was like technically in the band. It was like it was like your solo.
Yeah, that was before Bywater was anything really. I just played a show by
That was the
myself.
show. That was the show Kirk Fogg headlined.
Oh.
Kirk Fogg's African Invention.
I was in a post-hardcore band at the time, and I was like very not happy with what I was doing. So I had a bunch of songs written, and I played by myself, and I asked Bob if he would accompany me on a few songs. And then Kirk Fogg played like right after, so that was cool.
So we spoke before. You guys were in Kasari together. Has that influenced your music, or like playing music together for so long? Has it?
I mean, we told you not to talk about that.
I know.
Now we know what not to do.
No, I mean, we always liked writing together and making music together. But I like having him because he's a really, really good musician, and he's very open to what I want to do. And he lets me pretty much do whatever I want on the drums. And he doesn't like creative input from other like guitarists or stuff.
I will explain. I would like to elaborate on that. It's not that I don't like creative input or from anybody. I'm just an old fickle man, and I just at this point in my life I just want to do what I want to do. I'm kind of set in my ways, and if I'm going to be doing something like this, that I really want to do, I just want to do it, and I don't want to have to put up with the bureaucracy of it. And that sounds really selfish because it is 100% selfish, but.
However, he lets me interject a lot. Because I'm never like, oh, you should play open for this part, like, the whole time. I mean, I'll just say, like, hey, this part should be the same tempo as that part. And that's it.
When you're in the studio as a two-piece, are the bass parts recorded before drums or drums before bass?
Drums first. Always, yeah.
Is it easier to write that way, or do you find it easier?
Write?
As a drummer, do you find it easier to write to, like, the guitar alone or the guitar and bass?
Well, when we write, he writes the guitar part. He doesn't show me the vocals ever, because I don't think you have it like laid out.
I have most of the vocals. I have what I want to, the main idea of what I want to do. But sometimes I'll go to record it and it won't work the way I want, so I'll have to change it or change the lyrics or something. I always change lyrics, so a lot of times I'll change lyrics and I'll end up changing the melody or something.
He'll have most of the guitar. He'll have the guitar part laid out, and he'll play it for me the whole song. I'll be paying attention for half of it, and then we go back and do the song piece by piece, and I write the drums piece by piece, and then we'll play the whole song after we write it, and we usually do it pretty quick, and we'll see if it flows very well. And a lot of times our songs are pretty choppy. A lot of songs there's not a complete chorus. Like you don't hear some parts more than once. But I think it works.
With our writing process though, last year when we were writing the song Lion's Share, I was really excited about the song, and then we started writing it. We wrote it over the course of like a day and a half, and I was like, I hate this song sucks, I want to scrap it. And he's like, let's just finish writing it. And then we started playing it more, and we ended up recording it, and now it's like one of
that's my favorite.
yeah,
song
like
to
our
see.
favorite songs.
But when we record, it's I go in with the drums. I already have it clicked out to a metronome, so I just play the drums with no accompaniment. I don't like having a scratch track or anything because I think that hurts the tempo. Because I could be playing to you instead of playing to the metronome. And then you go in with bass, right? Or you go in with rhythm.
Sometimes I do, most of the time actually, I do rhythm before bass, and I'll do bass after the rhythm guitar is done.
Yeah.
Speaking of recording though, I would like to shout out Matt Legatuda for any of your recording needs, because he is the greatest human being when it comes to recording.
Absolutely.
He gives us so much leeway with stuff and lets us take our time, and he's so supportive of any idea we want to try, even if he doesn't think it's going to work. You know, he'll say try it, and if it doesn't work, we'll do it a different way. But he is awesome, and we love working with him.
When this video's on YouTube, we'll do that like annotation thing and have a link for
Oh, Matt Legatude of Giant Silhouette.
Yes.
You were saying before you listed bands that have helped you. Have there been any bands that haven't helped you?
Ooh.
Or just like bring you down?
Eagles, really.
Oh, God. Haven't. Have we ever? I mean, we don't really ask for help from
Like
much
at all,
people.
yeah.
You know? I mean, people just like. I mean, nobody reaches out to us really.
I don't want to speak for Bob, but I understand that, you know, my friends who are in bands have their own things that they're doing, and, you know, a lot of those bands, you know, are, you know, trying to fast track something much bigger than what we're trying to do. So for us to, you know, be like, can you guys help us out? I feel like it's a little bit like cheating, because, you know, they've worked very hard for where they are, and for us to just ride the coattails or ask to ride the coattails just doesn't feel right. So
it's also hard because the Long Island music scene is kind of like a tight knit group that we're friends with everybody, but we used to be in our old band. We were like we were in like that core.
the
And
inner circle.
The inner circle that people don't like to talk about. But we used to get shows a lot, and we got really good shows, and then we broke up, and now we formed this band, and two of the people that were in our band that got a lot of good shows, they weren't in our band anymore. So now it's just us, and we never booked shows, so we don't know what the hell we're doing. And we're not friends with the same people they were, so now we're not in the inner circle anymore. So it's like we're totally like from scratch now, trying to rework our connections to get good shows.
So do you think it's easy playing on Long Island, or like being on Long Island as a new band, or?
As a new band, I don't know, because it's a weird time right now, because like pop punk's the new cool thing.
Unfortunately.
But at the same time, kids that like pop punk like Minor Threat. So it's weird, because you can go to a pop punk show and you'll see kids with Hatebreed shirts, or you can go to a Hatebreed show and you'll see kids with Hatebreed shirts. That's it. They don't like anything else.
Yeah. Not to knock on pop punk. I used to be in a pop punk band. You used to be a pop punk.
I was.
But that was like early 2000s pop punk.
That was like pop punk is tough now. We were not in tough pop punk bands. We were in like MXPX, Want to Eat Popcorn.
All I ever wanted was to eat popcorn with you.
It's a real song.
I love that song.
Greatest music video. I used to love that. But yeah, I played in a pop punk band myself, and it's not fun.
Everybody has.
It's not fun. Last question before we continue with the show, but musical influences, what are they? Or who are they, I should say?
City's Burn for Mike. And me.
Can I have more than one?
No, that's it.
Keep
You're done.
listening. You don't have to choose favorite bands.
As Cities Burn, Every Time I Die, definitely.
Ooh.
Deep cut. Nirvana, definitely. Balance and Composure, definitely. Thrice, 100%. I keep saying definitely.
Under Oath.
Sure. For Bob, definitely The Devil Wears Prada.
Get out of here.
Used to
Oh my
love
God.
that.
Get out of here. Under Oath, I will say. I will say that.
Bob's very red in the face right now.
Am I?
Pretty.
Aw, shucks.
All of those were good bands until the end. So. I don't like Devil Wears Prada. But thank you so much. We're gonna come back. We have a song. We have news coming up next, and then we'll have a song. But right now, it's Balance and Composure with the song Reflection. Take it away, Tom.
for some reason.
Free download on our website. So
What's the website?
bywaterrockandroll.com. Just check it out. We're actually going to play another song off of our first EP, which is the Thick Skin EP, again available for free download. So if you like what you hear, just download our stuff.
Make room for Bob.
Make room for Bob. right.
It's all you, buddy.
This song is called Cobblepot. I lay under your window outside the garden a month below. The post is lying while the wind bent down. Searching for what you lost, and I crept through the grass, night after night, stripped of my spine, joined at your side, crept through the grass, night after night. Straps at my spine, joined at your side. Right through the coverage, so far inside of our hands.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much for playing. We'll have like a very short Q&A afterwards. But anyway, we're going to play another song off your first EP, which you can get at bywaterrockandroll.com. So let's get it away. This is Mike from WCWP Tonight, again here with Bywater. Thank you so much for coming on, for playing, for the interview.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's been a pleasure. What is the best part about your job? Your
Working with this guy.
Oh, such a chum. No, yeah, the creative freedom that we have with each other. We work well together creatively.
I mean, the songs are great, so obviously.
Thank you very much.
It's done properly. Least favorite?
Working with this guy.
I secretly hate him. I don't know. The fact that we don't do as much as we want to. I
Yeah,
guess.
definitely.
We would like to play more shows and get out there more, but we don't. We have lives.
We're both older too, so it's a little hard to balance our freelance careers with trying to push this as much as we
Hire
can.
us for your freelance needs, a writer and an artist. So
Also, if you have scrap metal, we'll take it.
We'll post the links on the
Yeah.
video and on Twitter and all. And last question for the night. Thank you so much again for joining us. If you could say, if you have anything left to say, like, what would it be to anyone listening, if anyone is listening?
Download our music, please, at bywatermusic.com or bywaterrockandroll.com. If you think rock and roll is offensive, then go to bywatermusic.com. It's the same website. You're stupid.
I would, on a personal note, like to say, read Cormac McCarthy's The Road. It's a great book.
No, download our music.
Download our music. And then read the book.
And, okay, so again, thank you so much for coming. This is Mike from WCWP Tonight. We're going to be signing off now. So again, thank you, Bywater. Hope you all listening enjoyed. Hope to have you back again soon.
We would love to.
And
Yes.
Tom's away from the mic right now, but he says have a good night as well. So here's Meads of Asphodel,
Asphodel.
and have a good
Yeah.
night.